Magic editing skills card appears. There we go. Okay, so it's all in Japanese. I know that's why I have a piece of paper that has the English translation in front of me. Okay, Skill Prisoner follows the ways of skill draining and such, but this one is a little bit different. So it just keeps the name skill in it. Target one card you control this turn. Negate any monster effects that target that card. During either player's turn, you can banish this card from your graveyard, kind of like Breakthrough Skill. And you can target one card you control and negate any monster effects that target this card. Now that we gave you the effect, let's break down why this card is so good and possibly a either side deck or main deck choice. A popular choice is Effect Filler. This just laughs at Effect Filler for the one fact that, well, it's a two-turn dress. This makes dress obsolete. I'm sorry, it just does. I would not even run, like, the only reason I run dress over this is because dress is a spell card. That's it. I would run Skill Prisoner in things like Evil Swarms, possibly even Blue Eyes, possibly even every side deck. I haven't had the full time and joy of testing it because I just started on like the Ghost Tricks version 2 and I've been working on like 40 other things for this channel. So once that's all done and I go to Mikey's Crazy Ideas, a bunch of Blue Eyes content, then I'm going to go and touch more upon this. But every coffee time leading into Legacy, we're going to be talking about it, and then we'll have an overall. There'll only be one coffee time that won't be about Legacy. It'll be about the ban list, and that'll be the one right before the ban list. But getting to the point here is that I'm very excited for this card because it does change up the metagame quite a little bit, and I'm going to explain how. If Evil Swarms aren't hit, well, then expect them to be dominant, crazy motherfuckers. And, well, not dominant because gadgets are still around, but they're going to basically say anything level 5 or higher like Dragooities that are meta right now are not going to be meta anymore. The reason I say that is because of possible limits, but that's for another time. Hence why we have to talk about this card, the here and now. So the here and now, let's see where the use is. Mermel's target. This laughs at Mermel's. You want to target stuff in Blue Eyes, so this is obviously a good choice, and it's a double target, so you can use on 2 separate maidens to build an Azrai's protection wall, if you would. So if you don't want to use Castle of the Dragon Souls, or you don't want to use, I'd still use Forbidden Chalice, but you don't want to use like Call of Haunted, this is a great replacement. I'm trying to think here, I had a whole list on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council fan page like a week ago. There's Direwolf, Scrap Dragon, Dragosack. These guys all target monsters for destruction. There's Dark Arm. Given that you can say that, well, they're just going to ram it. They're not always going to time ram it. You know where this really comes in use? Is when you have a 2800 monster that laughs at Dark Arm. That says, haha, well, 2900. Like 2900, 3000, say Blue Eyes. And they try to get over it. This is where you just laugh at them. They're like, I'm protected. What are you going to do? I'm going to take out your stuff. And then I'm going to activate it again the next turn. Because the second part of the wording, as we break this down, is during either player's turn, you can banish this card from your graveyard. That instantly makes Breakthrough Skill look like poo. I'm sorry, it does. Because it's either player's turn. So I don't have to activate it on your turn and activate it on my turn. I can activate it whenever I want. That's why this card is so good. And you're seeing the image, obviously, in front of you. But when we break down the text, it's like, there's so many ways to use this. The only thing to remember is you can only target your monster. So, like I said, Effect Filler, Scrap Dragon, all those guys that would target your monster are going to get laughed at. If you're running Ophion, this is more Ophion protection. You definitely want to have this in the main deck. If you're running Dragon Rulers and I'm sorry, if you're not running Dragon Rulers and they play Blaster, this card just laughs at that Blaster like, ha, you can't do about it. But the only problem is oh wait, it's not. It's target one card you control. Oh my god. So this just became better because I thought it was just monster, but I have the whole thing in front of me. So if it's a monster effect targeting any card on the whole board, because I'm reading this off while I'm doing this, and it's like I'm just improving while I keep going. But you can target, if they target anything on your board, you can instantly protect it with this card. This is going to make more than just Ophion in that. Let's expand on this now. You can, any card, any freaking card on your side of the field, your field spell that they blow up with Blaster, would Scrap Dragon or Dark Arm, or they target it for whatever reason, or they target you with Felgrand for negation. You play this and you laugh at them. Or I know there's a bunch of other monster effects that pop besides Blaster Net. If I was about to say MST, but MST doesn't work. It's only monster effects, but there's a big pool of monster effects that target. And Behemoth, HCS Behemoth, Asai Behemoth, I can't like pronounce the English name, so I don't bother. It's the level 6 Synchro or Vulcan. This laughs at those cards. It's like, oh, you went through all that? Laugh at you. Pathetic. You can't do none against me. This card is not going to save you from Crimson Blade or anything like that, but this does change the metagame quite a little bit. Decks that need more protection, kind of like Toons, will get the biggest support out of this. So when we look at it, let's talk about what will get the support from this. Decks like Toons, decks that count and field spell cards, decks that need to protect stuff, aka Blue Eyes, will get a benefit from this if you choose to run it. There's so many great things that can get it, and that's why I want you guys to leave in the comments below, because remember, this is like the first video day. I'm getting my mind up. I have a piece of paper in front of me with all the text on it, and that's what I'm breaking down in this video. So I want you guys to be part of the discussion. Anything that you can't stand that keeps destroying your stuff, monster effects only. But keep in mind, this is still Prisoner. This may be, maybe, just maybe if we're lucky, this will be the future of trap cards when it comes to the skill lineup. Because we have Skill Drain, we have Mind Drain, and then we have Soul Drain, the Drain trio. Now again, Skill Prisoner. So maybe there'd be a, I don't know, a skill, not Skill Drain. It would be something, I don't know, a Skill Cell or something like that that protects one back row card from, or any card on the field from targeting like Mystical Space Typhoon or something like that. Meaning that if we get something like that down in the future, our back row is even more vicious than it is now. But oh my, I'm not sure. I believe Machina Fortress targets, so this would poop on. I know that Witch targets, the Ghost Trick Witch, she targets, so this is going to poop on that too. So basically those Watt locks become a little more stronger with this card, and Yu-Gi Felon 4 is going to know exactly what I'm talking about, because that long freaking duel was just ridiculous and testing. But that's a side note. So, but in closing about this card, I definitely think everyone should try it out. I'm feeling very, very strong that it's more of a side deck card than anything. Okay, because let's look at it this way. Fire Fist use a lot of targeting cards. This just laughs at them when they use bears, when they use stuff like that. I can't really think off the top of my head because I have like a list of stuff in my head. Spellbooks, I believe they target with the High Priestess. So if you're running against High Priestess, use this. I want to say Black Wings, but that's only when they use Gale. So it's kind of like iffy. It's not really worth the spot against Black Wings. So it's going to help in certain matchups. It's not going to help in other matchups. But things like, I don't know, it's the Blue Cyrus that targets, that's going to get negated off. It's like, haha! Just if they randomly summon it out of nowhere. So remember, it has to target, it has to be a monster effect, and then you can negate the crap out of it and laugh your head off at your opponent. Then you can do it again, which makes this card very, 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 very useful. It's going to laugh at Effect Roller, so if Effect Roller is stopping you, and that's what I was trying to remember. Infernities are going to get the biggest help from this, honestly. Because they could just leave it face down, it's not really going to matter, they could play it anyway, just get it off the board, and they could protect their Infernity Archfiends, or, you know, whatever, their back row, whatever, from your Scrap Dragons, or your Blasters, or your Dragosacks, or your Big Eye. That was the one I was trying to remember. Your Goyo Guardian, I believe. No, that's it. No, okay, not Goyo. Bryonac, Trishulia. The reason I say Trishulia is because it is legal in OCG. The reason I say Bryonac is because, God forbid, it ever came back one day and people can't say, well, you didn't mention it. I did. There's probably 1,000 more I can't remember, but in closing, it is a great card. Legacy of the Valiant looks to be a great set. Not an overwhelming set. I don't think there's going to be too many cards that are found in the set that you're going to go, oh my god, I have to have this. This is going to be like Jolt. It's going to have all around good stuff, all over the place. It's not going to be like Shadow Spectres. It's going to be a lot better than Shadow Spectres. And with that said, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe for more. I will see you later today in the video. Peace.